Good morning. Good morning. I trust you are well. It's a happy Thursday and I'm excited to be here. I just realized yesterday I couldn't come live. Normally Wednesdays I come live because I had a class. I'm the king of my castle, and we're talking about healing father wounds, and it was an exciting class. And to my new friends, my new circle, so welcome. I am transformation coach Mashudu. I'm also an energy healer. I'm also a metallurgical engineer. And what else do I do? I own Enabler Solutions. So you might be streaming live in different socials. So I'm also on YouTube. I'm also live on YouTube. I'm also live on my normal Facebook. I'm also live on Enabler Solutions and Transformation Coach. So do like and share. And welcome if you are new. And this is me, this is my voice. And it's good to always connect with people because mostly I'll post, but this is the opportunity for you to connect with me and know who I am. So today I just felt like, let me just call this topic reflections, and I'll start to reflect on yesterday's session that I had with guys. Hi, Emma, welcome. Hi, Mel, welcome. So just to reflect on yesterday's session, and I just loved one of the feedbacks that came out from I'm the king of the castle. So where does the king of the castle come from? It comes from, it was based on feedback from my female clients saying, we are not doing anything for our men as much as we are leveling up our consciousness, it's improving, we're getting better. What about men? And then that is how it started. So it started back in May. So if you want to catch up with the work that we have done for the past since May, so do send me a message on 0615183208. You can get access to those classes. So basically the theme is who am I? And it's about building this castle for this king that you are, because what is happening in our world at the moment, there's so much happening. We had kids who passed on, more than 22 in Tavern, and there are a lot of killings. There's so much violence. There's so much toxicity that is happening, and we need to do something. And as much as we can say the government need to do something, we're the government at the end of the day. We elect the government, so everything needs to start from our homes. It needs to start from the foundation that we are, and we can start. Someone will say the world is so bad at the moment, but we can do something. Wherever you are, there is something that could happen. Why do I say this? Even from the feedback that I received yesterday, one of the gentlemen said, with the work that I attended the class in May, my life has changed. And those that I lead, those who are surrounding me, I'm able to handle issues much better than before. And if I didn't do that, I think we would have continued with the status quo. So this is an opportunity to stop continuing the status quo and taking the bull by the horns and say we are ready to transform our homes. We are ready to transform our country. We are ready to transform our world, because healing father wounds is not about only Africa or South Africa or wherever you are. It's a nationwide, it's a worldwide issue. And if you were to go and Google and go for articles and read about it, it's affecting every human being, both males and females. As much as yesterday I was concentrating on the females, on the males, the female one is next month, so I'll share the date. And on the 24th of July, we are having the session with the ladies where we'll be focusing on the mother wounds. So next month for the gents, we'll be looking deeper into the mother wound, as much in the previous classes where we looked at the inner wounds. We also look at who you are, the family tree, because when you're a king, you need to know your family tree. You need to know your foundation, because mostly, and another thing with the father wound, it's people that don't know their foundation, because a father is there to provide love for their kid, to provide identity, to give them that self-confidence that they need. As much as you say, people say they're raising families, kids by themselves as women, there's a need that the kids, even myself, I suffered from father wound. I always looked for the father figure, mostly in my relationships that I had. And it's only later I realized what I was doing because I wasn't aware. Someone would say, no, I don't have a father wound. But when you start going deeper to the work that we did yesterday, you realize you might have 10%, you might have 5%, you might have 100% or 200% of the father wound. So we always carry that, and it's up to us to heal it. And how can you heal it? Through forgiveness, through reparenting. If you want to know more about reparenting, so get to the classes and we'll go deeper into that. I see we also have Masimbonge. Welcome to my channel. And to those who just joined, just say hi. I'm Transformation Coach Mashudu, and I'm excited to be here. So whilst reflecting on what is happening, another thing that I wanted to share is, what do I do? Who do I work with? I'm also an energy healer. So I'm a transformation coach. I help people transform their lives. I help them to level up, to improve what we call their consciousness, to be able to deal with their emotional and the mental baggages that affects them, that makes them not to level up, that affects them not to be who they are. So with the work that I do, I help you transform holistically your life as well. It could be finances, could be your relationship, where you are, your traumas, because we carry a lot of traumas as human beings on a daily basis. As much as what is happening at the moment, we've got a trauma now with the fuel going up, with all the drama that is going up. As much as you say you're not going through trauma, you can go through it even if you're not part of it. Like if somebody is hurt, like with the kids who passed on in a tavern, the killings that are happening, it's a trauma on its own, because it's saying, when you hear it, you say, how am I going to protect my family? Because that is just the trauma. Because every day, every experience that we go through as human beings, we create a mental image. We store it in our bodies. Hi, Letty, welcome. So we store it in our bodies, and whether it's good or bad. And later, if it's bad, if you are not ready to deal with it, what your subconscious mind will preserve you, because your subconscious mind runs everything about you, to preserve it until you're ready to work on it. Like you've heard people say, I don't know if I went through a traumatic experience, or if I was raped, or somebody hit me when I was small. But later when they grow up, something triggers them, triggers that situation, and then they go like, wow. So I see when someone wants to join me. Yes. We feel welcome as well. So it triggers them. So when you're not ready to deal with a situation, your subconscious mind is there to protect you as a human being until a time when you're ready. And you'll find out when it comes, you go through what we call dark nights of the soul. It's like the world is crumbling down, but you will be able to deal with it. And the beauty of now, of this time now, is being able to get help. I was sharing yesterday in the discussion, I said, when I was going through my midlife crisis, I knew being a metallurgist or metallurgical engineer working for a mine was something that I can't do it anymore. But because of finances and having to take care, paying for a newborn, paying for a car, taking care of a child, I couldn't. And I went to different we call them psychologists, they do psychometric tests. I said, am I still in the right career? Because initially I wanted to be a doctor, but I was scared of blood. I wasn't ready to go and work on a dead person on a daily basis. But I'm still grateful for the opportunity now that I have, that I can coach people, I can heal people. So that passion is still there. So I was saying, when I was 30, when I did those assessments, they say I'm a specialist, I love working with people, but because of debts and other things, I couldn't, and I didn't know who to go to. Normally we associate psychologists with people who are and all that, and say Black people can't go to psychology. We need to, there's so much help. If I knew better, I think my life would have changed then. So hi, Lindy Lelihle, welcome. I see there's Below, there's Pretty. So welcome guys, say hi and share. I believe the message that I have, someone needs to listen to it. And yeah, so with that now, there's so much help that is readily available. We've got what we call mental health practitioner, can be a coach, a therapist, can be a psychologist. Even when you go to a coach, they'll also assess you, are you ready to be coached to move from point A to point Z? Because if you've got issues, you might find that you need to see the psychologist, you need to go through the therapy. And then after that, then you can go to a coach to help you to level up, to move from point A to point Z to achieve your goals. Because they'll help you to achieve your goals. They'll help you to untap your gifts and talents and much faster that you would do. Even myself, as much as I'm a coach, I always have good coaches. Like yesterday, I had my business coach, and with my business coach, there was a service provider or virtual assistants who are part of making my business much better. And we're going through that coaching. I also have got a spiritual coach, I've got a life coach, I've got a social media coach. So I can't do this life by myself. And I've got someone who makes me look amazing, who dresses up, and she's a coach as well. And I'm so grateful for that support, because as human beings, we are not an island. We're supposed to connect. We're supposed to create relationships, and relationships are quite fantastic because they help us to grow. They help us to understand who we are. They help us to deal with our shadows, because whatever you judge or whatever you're jealous of, you realize you're supposed to have that thing. You might see somebody driving a Lamborghini and say, I love that Lamborghini. It means you have to have it as well because you love it. You just have to see how you work hard or how you achieve it. So everyone has got greatness. We've got abundance surrounding us. That abundance, we block it based on our thoughts, on our programming, on our beliefs, how we were raised, on our money beliefs, and then that also affects us, because daily we're creating our future based on our thoughts. So the question is, are your thoughts positive? If they are negative, you're going to continue attracting that negativity. And if you're saying, no, Mina, I don't succeed, you're going to attract opportunities where you don't succeed. And that is why they say you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend time with, because that is what influences you, because we are all energy. And coming to energy, I'm also an energy healer. So I help you heal as much as we're healing the mind with coaching. We need to heal our energies because we are always vibrating. Even when you're sad, when you enter a room, somebody can feel your sadness because there's that aura of darkness, of heaviness that you have around you. So with energy healings, where I heal your energy, and when you come with, I'll understand what your energy is, your energy issues. Is it with your emotions, or is it with your spirituality, or is it money, or is it your finances, your careers, and also it could be your relationships. So it's to balance that energy. And for one to heal, is quite important that they create the intention to say, I'm ready to heal. And they give themselves permission to heal, and they accept the healing. You might come to my session unless you have created those things mentally to yourself and say, I give myself permission to heal. I give myself I allow the healing. You won't heal, you can heal to the level of your openness. So yeah, so I trust that makes sense. And I trust as well more people will come and join the classes that I do. So besides coaching and healing, I also have what we call personal development programs. So it could be in terms of you leveling up in terms of your career, or you yourself becoming a better person. And I also I've got retreats, and there's one coming in September. It's the second one for the year. It's a self-love retreat. So I'd like you to join me to be in Mahalisburg on the 7th to the 9th. So mostly it's for ladies. And then on the 6th to the 9th of October, also I've got for couples. I've been asked, do you ever do retreats for couples? There is one coming to be here in KZN. So do join. We'll be learning a lot in that one about communication. I'll also be bringing challenging things of seeing how you manage your conflict. And we'll also have a sex therapist who will be telling us about sex and all this stuff. And also we've got excursions. So it's a lovely, so if you want to know more about it, let me know on the link. I'm not sure if it's on the other social, so you can WhatsApp on 061 518 or you can send an email to events@enablersolutions.co.za. So in terms of the upcoming sessions that are coming through, it's on the 24th of July is the Healing the Motherhood. Is something that took me almost 40 years to deal with, because I grew up, as much as my mother was present, I didn't feel that love. I was raised by my granny, and that affected me a lot in terms of how I manage my relationship, how I manage myself. And now I'm healing. Before, I used to be irritated when my mom calls me or when something, because I'm like, how could someone who gave birth to me not love me and take care of me? But until I understood the story, and I had to forgive, and I had to forgive myself. So do join me, ladies. So if there's guys who are listening to this, share it in your social, share it with your loved ones for them to come to the session. And also, I just want to encourage you before I end this session today. So yesterday it was a full moon. Normally full moons are related in terms of letting go, starting anew. And if you're a Capricorn like myself, yesterday it was a heavy day for us, because the moon was in our planet in the Capricorn sign ruled by Saturn. So there's a lot of changes that are happening within you. So anyone who's listening, just go within. You might be having questions, you might be having difficulty, or you might be going through a spiritual awakening at the moment. So what I want to urge you at this moment, go within. What do I mean by going within? Meditate, spend time on your own and listen to yourself, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, I do have a 14-day meditation. It's a free course where it teaches you different ways of meditating. So you can send me a message and say you want that, and then you can enroll on it as well. And another thing that we also need to is to practice gratitude. I'm not sure who's with me. Hi, I see. Wipil, are you with me? I see the CBs, the skills, welcome as well. So daily, we need to practice gratitude. It comes back to the law of attraction. And we have heard someone says, the more, because there's beauty with gratitude, the more we say we are grateful for things, the more we're saying to the universe, we are ready to receive, we are ready to have more in the universe. With our thoughts, because I said our thoughts create, the universe will tell you, yes, we can give this person more, and you start seeing more opportunities being opened up. And if you don't know how to do that, I also have a free document. It's a 31 days, which can guide you on how to practice gratitude. And daily, there are prompts that you can follow in terms of the gratitude, practicing gratitude. And daily, before you wake up, when you wake up, even when you're in your prayer, just say 3 things you're grateful for, even when you go to sleep. And you start seeing, as much as you're going through the worst, you're going through the dark nights of your soul, challenging things, you realize that you have a roof to sleep on, you've got food to eat, and there are people who don't have that in their lives. So go within and connect with yourself, and uncover your true feelings of who you are. And another thing that you need to do, just expand on your knowledge. So daily, when I was still working for one of the mine, there was this general manager who knew everything that was happening. And then one day I went to him, I went like, tell me, how do you know this? And he said, I've made an intention on a daily basis. I'm so big on intention. I'll come back to intention. So he said, I make an intention that I'm going to learn something new. That is how I expand my knowledge. And our brain is here to serve us on a daily basis. And it's here to answer questions for you. So we need to keep it growing. And how do you grow your brain? Even when you go to sleep, you've got a question. It's there to serve you. So ask a question. So breathe, and then before you sleep, just ask a question to your brain. And then you can say, how can I do this and do this? You realize when you wake up, you've got an answer because it's there to serve you. As much as you're asleep, it's your ego sleeping, it's your body sleeping, but your spirit and your brain is still working. So it will give you the answers that you need in life. And then coming back to intention, welcome, Paul. So coming back to intention on a daily basis, even when you wake up, you need to create intentions, because if you don't, the world is going to create intentions for yourself. Because you need to come back before you sleep and say and reflect, were my intentions met? Did I achieve this and this? So create intentions. It's a powerful thing that you can do. And as you do that and say, I want to expand my knowledge, I want to be a better person on a daily basis. And synergize. We are human beings. We are supposed to connect, learn as much, seek help. There's YouTube if you don't know anything, and go use the Facebook groups or whatever Twitter you're in. Ask relevant questions for people to come and help you. So you might be having a challenge, and just find those groups where you get that feedback. And then another thing that is quite important for you to be a better person is to practice patience with ourselves before you are patient with others, because you cannot give what you don't have. So it starts with you, and also starts with loving yourself. And loving yourself is quite key. So with me, what I've learned in terms of my life throughout my 44 years of living up to now, there are key things that I had learned is to put myself first, to love myself, to heal, and to transform, and to live my purpose now of helping people, transforming their lives, and also healing them in different ways holistically, because I provide that holistic service. Boipilo, are you still with us? And also you might find that maybe you are someone who's pursuing different opportunities. It's a job or something. So I just want to encourage you at this moment that continue opening those doors, knocking on those doors. When one door is closed, doesn't mean the other door is not closed. It's not open. And remember, you might say your friends and families are not helping. There's over 7 billion people on this earth to help you. So seek the help that you need as well. And on last before I leave, so learn to forgive yourself and release. And with the father wound classes and mother wound and inner wounds, the work that I've been doing in the different coaching classes, it starts with you. Because when your heart is closed, I always say it's full of umkenke, or the callousness. When it's closed, you're blocking your blessings. When you don't love, you're blocking the opportunities, you're blocking the finances. So reflect at the moment and see where your heart is. Do you feel some pain around your heart? Do you feel an itch? You need to forgive. And you say you don't know who you need to forgive. Just go and start writing to forgive yourself for the things that you do to yourself. the things that you bewitch yourself on a daily basis, the negative thoughts, because when you think negative, you're bewitching yourself. You're just bringing more of that because it's a law of attraction. So go and forgive yourself. If it's your parents, go write them. They don't have to see that letter that you're going to write them. So it's something that I focus on when I do the self-love classes, the self-love retreats. So you need to forgive. Write those letters to everyone who has hurt you. Then after that, burn that, make it a ceremony and say, I release. So learn to forgive and release and let go. You'll see amazing things start opening up around you. You'll see the finances, breakthroughs, and also learn to declutter. Decluttering, it says a lot about your mind, your status of your mind. So every 6 months, try to remove the clothes that you haven't worn for the past 6 months and donate them. And check where you are, your car, your purses, your house. Start decluttering. You might be, you have got an idea and you feel like there's something is stuck and you've got a mind block. Just go and declutter and come back to this live and tell me whether you were not able to go overthrough that mind block. So that's me. So if you're interested, if you want coaching, so I cover different areas, can be depression, relationships, self-love, holistically, and also your self-image, how you look at yourself, the traumas, anger management. We are going through a lot of drama at the moment and the trauma. So do reach out. So if you say you are not sure if whatever I cover, so just send me a message on 0615183208. I'll tell you, yes, I can help. If I don't, I can send you details of other coaches in my networks who can assist you. So I look forward to being your coach. I look forward to sharing and helping you uplift so that you level up. So do share this so there might be someone in your circle who needs to hear this message. And if you're on my YouTube and you're listening, please like and subscribe so that next time you're able to receive the recording automatically. And yeah, and if from what I've just said today, there's some questions and you just need a clarity, just send me a message and then we can have a session together. And another thing which I just want to share is, well, I do offer the 30 minutes free coaching. So what do I mean by the why is it so important? Because when you are going to work with someone or when you want to be coached, we need to test each other. We need to feel our vibration, whether we can work with each other. It's not about the money at the end of the day. It's about the value that you're gonna add. So is it, because someone might refer you and say, no, go to Coach Mashudu. It depends on the vibe that I have with that person and how open you are to work. Because spending 1 hour with someone, if they are not ready to do it, it's a waste which could be used, that opportunity could be used for someone. So I do offer that, where you tell me what are your issues and then I'll provide different options that you can follow in terms of addressing your issues. And then from there, you go and make a decision, say, yes, I can work with her. No, I can't work with her. So that is the opportunity of where we gauge each other, we interview each other, and we are able to work with one another. So that's me, Transformation Coach Mashudu, energy healer, and I'm glad you're a part of this session. And do share this, like, and share your comments and reach out when you need help. So I'm here to help you. So as much as that is, I offer coaching, I offer energy healing. We've got classes which are happens on a monthly basis. I also have got online coaching, and also they are free services which are on the website. So if you want to know more, and then one of them that I loaded last week, it was the 5 ways to manage anxiety, because we go through so much. So God bless, God loves you so much, and have a productive Thursday, and make someone smile. Be the change you want to be wherever you are. Time of complaining of say this and this, needs. So it needs to start with you. Change the status quo. If it's your family where you feel like there's so much, there's been sadness, there's been trauma, and you are aware of it, it means you need to start doing the work, because when you do the work, you'll be healing the family 14 generations up and the next generations, the 14 generations that are coming through. So if there has been abuse, they've been hurt, there've been sadness, it starts with you. So if you're listening to this, it means you need to do something about it, or you can share with those who feel like they need to hear this. So it's time to level up, it's time to grow, it's time to understand why you are here on earth, and so that you can add value and you don't drop out of your greatness. Because being here on earth, as much as you're going through drama, there's a higher purpose you need to serve. There's solutions you need to bring, because they've been planted on you, not anyone else. And you won't be able to hear those messages, and you won't be able to transform unless you level up and you heal yourself, so that you can tap into the greatness and the talents that you have. Because everyone has got a purpose. Today, you might say, I've been through so much, I don't know my purpose. Start healing, start opening this heart, and you start seeing a lot of things opening up, and you start tapping into your talents, into your gifts, and making this world a better place. So the solution lies in you. Wherever you are, there's a purpose, wherever you're planted. It doesn't matter what is your job description or what role you are. You are unique, you're a gift, you're talented, you're a blessing to us. So continue to be a blessing to those you surround, those you serve. So wherever you are planted, there's never a mistake. Hi, Diane, welcome. I'm about to finish, but you can listen to the recording. So to those who will be coming through later, just type replay and tell me what was your aha moment, what have you learned, and do reach out. So enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.